It's Talking Guys. 48 episodes. We're at 48. We're 2 away from that 50, but 4 from the 52. So,
Quick maths.
yeah,
Wow.
got that homeschool math going. It's the best thing because I get to use that in every single instance. And it either means that I'm really smart and I can say that I was homeschooled, or if I'm dumb, I was homeschooled. So I
Wait,
get away with it either way.
Wait, you were
Yeah,
homeschooled?
you win no matter what. That's true.
Nerdy.
Yeah, a lot of people don't believe me when I tell them that. But I think it's because there's a stereotype that homeschoolers have.
Which is
So,
what?
Socially awkward, lack of friends,
Say socially
introvert.
inept, lack of
Yes.
friends. Okay.
Yeah. Well, awkward? We can't use
That's
that word.
two. Yeah, awkward's just inept sounds better. Continue.
Smarter. That's a 5
Yeah.
point word there, Patrick.
Thank you.
Okay.
I learned it from homeschooling. So.
Oh yeah, there you
Yeah.
go. Hey, one more in the win column right there. Introverted. Most are, I think.
What's wrong with being introverted?
Well, I mean, you can be, but I feel like there's a degree that if you are that far introverted, that it cannot be as healthy as it probably you probably should be. I feel maybe,
Can the app?
but
Yeah.
being
What happens
extremely
if being
extroverted.
what happens if being introverted is what you like to be? You know.
Oh, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but I feel like there are degrees to which introverted and extroverted hits that extreme, and it's probably not good for you.
And if you're a homeschooler, you hit that extreme of being
No. The stereotypical homeschooler does.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Word.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I'm not at church, I'm at home.
Mm-hmm.
So. And,
Also, is it Mormons that always have to dress up anytime they're anywhere, right? That's Mormons, right? They have the guys always wear the white button-up
I don't
shirts
know, to be
tucked
honest
into
with
the
you,
black
man.
slacks, and the women always wear blue jean skirts because they're not allowed to show their ankles or something.
I think isn't that Amish?
Well, I thought
that's
Mormons
a
did
lot
it
of
too.
religion.
I don't listen, dude. I'm not a religious expert.
But I'm saying no.
You
You
know
can
that
confuse someone that's
right off the
homeschooled
bat.
for dressing that way. There's a lot
Also,
do.
Chick-fil-A employee.
Yeah, well, no, they don't really wear skirts that are.
Well, I
blue
mean,
jean.
they just fall into the same stereotype, if we're grabbing stereotypes, but also a lot of them seem to be.
Yeah,
They do hire a lot of them. I know the ones back where I came from in Texas had a lot of.
I know a close friend of mine that works at Chick-fil-A that does not fit into that stereotype at all.
Really?
Yes.
I question that, but okay, we'll leave it
Yeah.
be.
Okay. I think y'all have met him before.
I feel like you're
A
lying
couple
about
of times. I
feel like you're lying about the not fitting the stereotype, though.
Yeah.
Oh, he does?
Yeah, that's
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I know he watches the show, so I guess shout out to that guy.
That guy.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, he knows who he is.
No hair, beard, lots of
He knows
kids.
who he is.
I mean, he falls right into the
How
stereotype.
can he have no hair and a beard? That doesn't make sense.
It's just a homeschool dad thing. No,
I don't think homeschool dads are bald usually.
If he doesn't homeschool though, it doesn't count. So.
Oh yeah. Well, hey, 2 milestones we hit this last week. Last week's episode was titled the 1 year anniversary, which actually occurred, I believe, the day after it was uploaded. So I think it was the 23rd of March last year was our first episode. So thank you for everyone that's stuck around. I know some people
I've
we've
stuck
lost.
around.
Some people, unfortunately, some people we've gained. So thanks to the fans. Also, second update.
Like that fan right there.
Yeah, go ahead and give it a shout out.
Thank you,
the
man.
second update is that we've crossed 100 subs, so we're at 101 now.
Oh my god.
We're getting there, I think it was. Yeah, we did 100 subs in less than a year. So, building numbers. We'll take it.
with one episode a week.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, I think that's a pretty steady growth.
Almost 2 subs an episode.
Almost. We're actually it's like 2 point something, and that's homeschool math.
1.8 or 1.9.
yeah, one of these days we're gonna get 3, and it's just gonna blow our world.
No, because if
Whoa.
we're at what 48 right now, right?
We're at 40.
Yeah, but you got to remember, like when we first started, it like hopped really quick. So and then
So
after
I
all the
also
close
said
friends,
I said
family,
episode when I meant week, so my bad.
Yeah, I was talking about episodes.
Yeah, I
it's
meant
over
I
two.
meant 2 a week.
It's a homeschool math, right, Seth?
No, it's just words are hard. Words are very hard.
You missed it, Patrick. That was the opportunity, and
Yeah. You missed it.
way out of sync. He missed the
Oh,
cue.
Yeah,
I'm
we
sorry.
we had a clear take a drink moment right there, and he didn't hit it, so we're gonna need someone to replace him probably. We'll talk after.
Well, but I
After the
was taking a
episode.
drink too from this
Stop
wonderful.
showing the label. He's so proud of those like expensive ass grenades.
They're not expensive. They're $1.37 at Kroger. Okay,
How many
but at
ounces?
the gas station they're like 2 something because margin overcharge.
Everything's overcharged.
How many ounces? 16 fluid ounces.
Yeah, that's not bad for you said $1.30.
$1.37.
Buy them on sale at the store. He buys them from the grocery store. I'm not the grocery store, the convenience store most.
Well, I didn't know they sold them in the stores. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
This is the first time I've ran into them. Calypso is awesome.
Yeah,
I'm not sponsored by them,
Not a sponsor.
but I do like their tea, or not tea,
It's
lemonade. It's lemonade. All of it is
Right.
based off of some sort of
Yeah.
lemonade, limeade, something.
cherry, limeade with cherry. Is that a thing, right?
Cherry limeade?
Cherry
That's
limeade, yeah,
super a
cherry.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like getting those from Sonic.
I'm gonna save all of their bottles and do something with them. I don't know.
Is that your go-to drink, Will? The
What?
limeade
At
from
Sonic?
At Sonic, yeah.
Yes, cherry. I love cherry limeade. I used to like the purple O a lot, but yeah,
I like
I'd say
ocean water.
cherry limeade. For a while they had this, and they probably still do, because Sonic has a habit of introducing things and not actually removing them if it involves a drink, which is nice. They had it was a like a strawberry lemonade or raspberry lemonade, icy, like a slushy they had, and that was delicious.
Sounds good.
But it's been a minute since I've been to Sonic. Just because Sonic can get kind of expensive. Do they have happy hour where you guys are at? I know here locally it's half price drinks from 2 to 4
Pretty sure
p.m. and then if you order through the app, it's all day.
Pretty sure they are always that.
Do they have Sonics there where you guys are at?
Do
Okay.
they?
Sure, Sonics are nationwide.
Is it a nationwide chain?
Pretty sure.
I
Now
honestly
I'm
have
curious. So
I haven't seen one. Now that he mentioned, I have not seen one since I've been here, but maybe there is one.
They had them in Louisiana, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
I used to go to them quite a bit.
Yeah, but don't they also have a place called Checkers, right? In
They're
Louisiana?
in almost every state. 44 of the 50.
So let's which 6
They're
states.
not in Alaska, Hawaii, Maine, New Hampshire, Rhode Island, or Vermont.
Yeah, because those states are pointless. So makes sense.
They're not even real states.
I like Vermont. I've never been there, but I like
Never
to
been
go.
there either.
I
feel like Rhode Island would be beautiful.
How would I know if I like it?
Yeah.
Every single instance I've seen, whether it's like a photograph or a video, just any kind of portrayal of it, I've always thought it was an absolutely beautiful state, but I've never been, and that's why I want to go, so I can experience it firsthand and decide whether or not it's actually worth coming back a second time.
So you're like one of those conspiracy people. You see
What?
something and you just believe without. Do you even know if Vermont's real? Have you ever been there? You've seen
I mean, he does have a point. You don't know if those pictures were actually taken in Montana. You don't
Were they
know.
photographed and photoshopped?
You're right.
Copy pasted.
It's all fake.
Do you know anybody who lives in Vermont?
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, might not be a place.
Telling signs.
There's not a Sonic there. We've never been. It probably doesn't exist.
Yeah.
So the 6 states you listed, they don't actually exist.
No.
Well, I mean, Hawaii obviously exists. Sorry, but
Why is that?
Because there's a lot of Pearl Harbor, and I know people who have been there, and I trust them.
But have you been there?
Yes, 5 times.
Indisputable facts. So,
yep, I can't argue with that.
My sister at one point lived in upstate New York, and supposedly she visited Maine, so Maine could be real. But I don't want to say whether it is or not because that was from a third party. So I've never actually been there, so it's not real. That's why only like half of the United States and then like the bottom south part in the east are real. Everything else is fake. I've never been there, so it's not real.
And I made a list of states I've been to the other day, and it was a decent amount, but not even close to the amount that I want it to be at. So that was interesting. I need to drive more.
Hey, well, we're a little bit more centrally located in the east, at least.
Yeah, so we're gonna drive. We're gonna drive to New York. We're gonna hit all the like Connecticut, Massachusetts, Vermont. We'll hit all
Rhode Island.
No, not Rhode Island. It's too
Don't
small.
forget about
we
Rhode
won't be
Island.
able to find it.
No, you'll drive through it and then not be in it and realize, actually, not even realize that you drove through it.
Probably. It's super small. It's like itty bitty. I bet you could walk from one side of the state to the other, and it wouldn't even take that long.
Pretty sure you could do that in any state.
Yeah, but like Texas, it would take you a long time.
Yeah.
But you could walk from one side to the other. That's all I'm saying.
And it would take a lot of planning because, I guess.
Why would it take planning?
Just what about when you walk through like the plains and all that, where there's like towns every like 30, 40 miles,
And you hunt for your own food, you bring your own food, whatever you need to do, just keep on walking.
I'm pretty sure there's somebody that's done that. They've walked from one side of the United States to the other side. I swear to God.
Why don't we do it? We'll take cameras.
And it took them a long time to do it.
Nope, we're doing it.
I can't remember how long.
That's our newest thing. Talking guys are walking. Walking guys.
You mean the traveling talking guys?
No, the walking guys.
The walking guys. I like that. And like every podcast will be walking as we talk.
But just a little bit farther. Like, hey guys, we're now in Arkansas, or however you say that one.
This is a good idea.
If you were to drive through Montana, if you were to drive through Rhode Island, diagonally, it takes about 1 hour to drive through the state.
What?
I'm driving an hour to get to work tomorrow.
I feel like everyone in the entire state knows each other. It's got to be, right? An hour?
I don't know. Actually, if you go to if you start typing in population, it autofills the population of Rhode Island.
Says no.
As of 2019, there's actually over 1 million people that live there.
Jeez. Okay.
That's
never mind.
That's a very cramped state for how small it is.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Wyoming has the smallest population with about 580,000 residents as of January this year.
Wyoming is beautiful.
Yeah, the city that I live in.
Have you ever been there?
Yes,
I haven't. But Google.
You haven't? Well, I can tell you verifiably that my grandparents live there, and it's very cold.
Verify it right now.
And they used to have this awesome house right next to the mountain, and it was sick. And then they sold it, and they got a house that's still okay, but it's like in a subdivision and kind of not as cool. So, but they were getting older, and it was like this massive house. I don't really know why they had it in the first place, but it was so cool. It was the coolest house. And as a kid, I was scared as hell of it. Yeah. Like I was afraid to walk by myself because it was so big that when you would walk to like the bedrooms where we would sleep to like where everybody was, if you woke up after everybody else did, like you had to walk through this like creepy old silent house, like and we creak and make noises and stuff, and probably could have made a haunting movie in it. Swear to God. Good memories, though.
I
Good
got
memories.
2 facts out of that story. I keep them to myself though. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Well, you know what? I still did it. All right. It's not like I just was a little antsy. Sometimes I ran to get to where the voices were, so I was safe.
How do you know the voices were safe? I've seen haunting movies. Sometimes you don't want to go to voices.
Yeah, they're not usually a good sign.
Yeah.
Have y'all
Children
been
playing
watching?
is a terrifying thing.
Y'all been watching any new shows lately?
Yes.
No, I have not watched.
I'm watching 2 right now.
Yeah.
Actually,
Seth's been watching a lot of them.
Actually, I just finished the one. Kind of cool. And then I'm watching the Irregular right now. Pretty good.
Gotcha. Do y'all still have Disney Plus, or did y'all cancel that?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I don't have it. I won't support them anymore.
did you watch any of WandaVision?
Yes.
No.
Okay. But you didn't finish it. So you've not started Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Nope.
It's actually really good.
Traitor.
What?
You're a traitor. But okay, it's fine.
Yeah.
Hey, you do you, man.
I'm enjoying
If
it.
you want to
I know,
support, that wonderful company, you do you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Well, for me, it's one of those things where
it looks really good, honestly. So.
Yeah, it sucks.
It feels Justin. I don't know and I know it's not the Russo brothers because they're the guys that did the best movies, which happen to be Winter Soldier, Civil War, and then the last 2 Avengers movies. But it feels just like Winter Soldier and Civil War. But I guess because it uses the same characters for the most part, but the action and the filming style is very, very similar. It feels kind of like a movie almost more than WandaVision did. But then again, WandaVision was never really designed. It was more designed to like emulate like a decade of television. So, but I know both y'all have Amazon Prime. Y'all heard of a show called Invincible?
Maybe. Sounds familiar, but I don't think I've watched it.
It's an animated show. It's an adaptation of a comic book series that came out in 2003. Robert Kirkman does it. The guy that did The Walking Dead.
Oh God.
Okay.
But stars actually is Steven Yeun. I think that's how you pronounce his last name. And J.K. Simmons. Steven's the guy that actually played Glenn in The Walking Dead.
Hey, I love Glenn.
And then J.K. Simmons is portrayed a lot. Most notably, like J. Jonah Jameson. For those familiar with that character. But it's a superhero show, and it is wow. So I've only watched 1 episode. It actually came out this last Friday, the first 3 episodes, and then Amazon's going to release the next, I believe 5, because I think there's 8 episodes total.
No, I'm boycotting it.
About 45 minutes each. It's good. The ending of the first episode is graphic. That's all I'm going to say. It's very graphic, and there's a reason it's got it. I think it's an R rating.
Yeah.
But it's it's good. So if something you guys might be interested in, or maybe a viewer is looking for something new to watch, definitely recommend Invincible on Amazon Prime.
And if you don't like violence and cussing, please don't watch it. Okay.
Actually, not a whole lot of language.
Really?
Yeah.
Why would you watch something without language?
No.
Silent films have been gone for a long time.
Yeah, a long time, and I am not about to read like captions, okay? Because half the time when I watch something, if it's not really, really good, I'll just be like this, like a zombie, Oh yeah, cool. On my phone, I'm not. Am I really paying attention to the show?
I mean,
but if it's a good show like The Boys,
The Boys is really good.
Suck me in, and I'll watch it till the end.
I watched a movie yesterday, and it had the blonde girl from The Boys. I can't remember her name, but she was younger, and it was very weird. I mean, like, because I've never seen her before. I'm like, you look so familiar, and then it finally clicked who it was. Yeah.
It's like before she was in that show or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've just been like, for me, I've been on a weird, like, I don't feel like watching shows. I just feel like gaming. So I've just been gaming, or I watch YouTube. So I watch a lot of content creators on YouTube, a whole bunch of them. And I kind of view that as almost like my TV, you know, you know,
Yeah, I mean,
like that's my media that I enjoy watching right now.
Yeah, it's media
So,
consumption.
and a lot of it is stuff that, like I used to be into and I don't even like really pay attention to it anymore, but I just like the people that make it and they make the content interesting, so I'll watch it.
Yeah.
But you know how YouTube is now, it just really it's kind of sucky because they do that like recommended thing, right? So, say I watch a video of Seth's, then it just starts showing me a lot of Seth stuff. And then, like, I loved Will's videos, but it doesn't show me Will's anymore because I've watched some videos of Seth's recently. So it like sucks it out. And you have to go and like manually find it again. So I really dislike that about it. It's all like this algorithm where if you view something one time, then it's like it just keeps giving you recommendeds that are like that one video. And it's like, bro, I know I watched the one video of League of Legends, but like I don't really want to see any more League of Legends. I'd rather see something else.
Yeah.
And then Seth knows it'll randomly give me some thing I've never seen before, and I'm like, I don't understand why this is being recommended. But
should I go to my list?
You don't have a list.
I have a list.
So while he's bringing that up, quick update. Last week we had mentioned a YouTuber that what he does is he's combating the people that scam like elderly people for hundreds of thousands of dollars. His YouTube channel is actually Jim Browning. So if you guys are interested in watching his content, most of his videos are longer, 20, 30 minutes, and some are broken down into parts. But if you hadn't seen last week's episode, essentially what he does is he pretty much does like and I don't know computers enough to give you the exact
he hacks into their computers.
Pretty much, yes. But lack of a better word. These warehouses in different parts of India and Pakistan that are these scam centers, call centers that will scam, and usually it's older people because they're the most susceptible to that style of fraud, and usually it's for thousands of dollars, and he messes with them and gets them shut down. Works with local law enforcement because people are trying to stop it. So
people should just stop falling for it. Let's be honest.
There is a tangent on this that I wanted to go over, but I'm trying to find it in my history of videos. I've watched too many videos.
While he's looking for his tangent, so the other day while we were sitting up in a hotel waiting for a house, Patrick watched 3 videos in a row, and I would like to tell you what they were about, just so we know how random the shit he watches it. Right. So first thing is, like, we got home from eating or whatever. He immediately, got on the bed because we're in a hotel. There's nothing to do. Started playing a YouTube video, and it's somebody talking about NBA hygiene and like the worst smelling athletes they've dealt with and people who refuse to take showers, etc., etc. The very next video, and I mean like one ended, the other started. It wasn't like anything. Was about a Chinese-made emulator review. So someone was reviewing some cheap Chinese emulator. That went on for a while, and then the very next one was about getting rid of a giant wasp nest. Like, I don't know how we got through from one to the other, but it's definitely the ride we went on.
Wait, what was the middle one again?
Chinese emulator review.
Oh, and then after the Hornet one, I saw a video about a guy that makes colonies of ants in like a huge tank, and he like sets it up and then watches them like go through the whole process of making like an ant colony. It's pretty sick. And then I saw this video about this dude that does nano tanks where like he grows um grains in it,
Right now,
and then it has like
he's
little
doing his
shrimp.
best to try and make it seem like he's watching something specific, but
I don't know. This is just randomly recommended to me. You couldn't tell you why. But okay, back to the other thing, which was another random one. I don't know if you've ever heard of Mark Robber, but he's like an
Yes.
engineer, and he
Yes.
did this glitter bomb, where people steal packages off
Porch
the
Pirates.
porch pirates. Yeah, from during Christmas and like holidays specifically is when they do this. They'll like go and steal Christmas presents that are getting sent to people's houses by like Amazon
Doorsteps.
or whatever
Yeah.
it is, right? So instead, he put glitter bombs and he set them out at people's houses and left them, and people came and stole them. And as soon as they open the package, it blows up and shoots glitter, and it makes an alarm, and it has a GPS tracking phone inside of it, and it gives a countdown, and it's like 10, 9, 8, 7, and it shoots out fart smelling spray in their house. So, and then it films it, and you can hear everything that they're doing, and they're like, "Oh my god!" And so you get to see these people that steal. Well, that was something that he came out with like during Christmas, and it got a ton of views, and I watched it. Well, I saw this
originally 3 years ago, and then every year he's improved upon the design.
right. He got 35 million views on the Glitter Bomb 3.0 versus Porch Pirates. However, I guess because of how like ingenious it was, he did an entire thing with the FBI and police to catch scammers that like call people and trick them into thinking that they got refunded too much money and so they have to give the money back. It's a whole, and I think the guy that you're
Yeah,
talking
Jim
about,
Browning, he collaborated with him.
yeah, he collaborated with them. So they went, hacked these people. The people were sending $12,000, $15,000 to these people's home, and they intercepted the packages and then dropped glitter bombs off instead. Caught him in the act, got him arrested, and like broke up this whole cell of like a house where people were sending the money that they were scamming, so then they could send it to whoever is like on the other end of the scam. So it was like a middleman. It was like super interesting to see it. So I would highly recommend. We don't have to go into like crazy detail about everything that happened because it's like 30-minute long video. But it was like, what? And that all came from his glitter bomb. So
yeah, it's similar to what Jim Browning does. That's why they collaborated.
Yeah.
Where some other country, they've got these people and they're the top, right? And they're the ones that are going to get most of the money, but they're working with different mules here, and it's just this chain of people that are stealing and then giving it to somebody else, dropping it off, taking a certain percentage, and then that person then takes it somewhere else and then drops it off. And yeah,
Yep.
but people that do 'em are that they're scummy and they deserve what they get. When justice gets served, and I've got no sympathy for people that abuse and take advantage. And like I said earlier, usually it's older people.
Yeah. Yep. Because a lot of younger people wouldn't fall for it as much, and we're just, and we also don't have like life savings where we have like big chunks of money.
Yeah, we only get that. We only get the stimmy checks every once.
Yeah, we only get the stimmy checks every few months, and I've been trying to like just budget and live off my stimmy check for the last 5 months. It's been rough, but
just buy a bunch of ramen.
Yeah,
hey,
I bought
at
a new
least ramen
computer.
tastes good.
No, I'm just kidding. I feel like for me, most of my stimulus checks went to like buying stuff I didn't need.
Oh, mine went to bills. All of them went to bills.
No, like I'm not even close to broke. I didn't need the bills paid. Like it was just
all
like
of
whatever.
mine, all of mine except this last one actually went to credit cards. I just immediately dropped them on a credit card. This last one though, my work has really messed up my pay, so I've been surviving off my stimulus check. So thanks,
nice.
Government.
How long does that take? Is it in the process of, I'm assuming, being fixed, right?
Yeah, it has. I got a paycheck on Friday, but it was not the right amount. But at least it was something, because before that, that was the first paycheck I got in March. So
And I know at least you are, Seth. Are you both salaried?
No, I was salaried, but
And then
now
oh,
I'm
hourly.
hourly again.
Nice. You get that overtime?
Yeah, I haven't been working tons of overtime, although this week would be the first week in like 3 months that I've worked a ton of well, since December. I worked a crap ton of overtime last year, but it was all under salary, so I didn't get paid for any of it.
Damn. Seth, is there a lot of back pay that you're expecting now, or
I don't think so.
They
So
fired
I
him
mean, yeah,
accidentally,
if
messed up his paycheck, didn't pay him, paid him wrong when he finally got paid,
yeah,
and now
so
he's in some
there
weird.
should be some back pay, but apparently the way they do regional salaries versus field salaries are different. So field salaries are 2 weeks behind, but after 2 weeks you get it every week. Regional are every 2 weeks, but they're accurate, so you get paid for that. The past 2 weeks. So whenever I stopped, it then they had to take 2 weeks to pay me again because I switched to field, so I had to be 2 weeks behind. So 2 weeks of not getting paid there, but then they messed up. They fired me somehow when trying to transfer me. So they fired me, and I didn't get paid that
like
time.
10 years now, right?
Yeah, and so I didn't get paid that time, and then yeah, so it's sort of messed up. There should be a little bit of back pay because they charged me for Tennessee and Louisiana taxes, so like they double hit me on taxes my last paycheck.
They fire you and then they start charging you
Yeah, it's just
double on your taxes.
yeah. So
And then
I am not having a great time right now.
Damn.
I'm still technically employed in Louisiana because they still haven't transferred me.
They asked me what store to have you transferred to on Thursday, I think it was. So
Yeah.
hopefully it'll come through.
Does the with like the, I guess, regarding taxes, are y'all paying more or less with where you guys are now?
It'll be less. They don't have
Oh,
a
nice.
state tax. Louisiana does.
See, yeah, so they don't have a state tax, but
Cost of living.
I have noticed that they have higher sales taxes like everywhere you go. It's like 10% instead of 7 or 8%.
Damn.
So when you buy stuff, you pay more.
That's
upfront.
how it is.
But
Like in
that's
Texas,
cool to
also where
me.
they don't have state taxes. That's just it's kind
Yeah.
of a trade here or there, up front or later.
Yeah.
I can't be the only one that gets irritated that they don't actually have the on a, like a price tag, right? A barcode. I'm gonna restart that. When you go to buy an item at a store, right?
Mhm.
Convenience store, Whole Foods, Home Goods,
Journeys.
yeah, any kind of store, shoe store, they have a price tag, right? That
Yeah.
has the with the SKU, it's got the item number, it's got the price, and then the description of what that item is that's listed for their system, right? Those get printed out every so often, and usually when there's price changes, they get switched out. Why do companies not have the tax allotted to that item on the price tag itself?
Because people buy cheaper. Like, I mean, it's literally like why a convenience store says gas is $2.49.9 versus $2.50. It's cheaper in the consumer's head. Like, it's
Is it worth offsetting the cost? Because you have a lot of people that will buy or grab too many items and then realize they don't have enough money to cover all of that because they thought it'd be cheaper, and so they have to put some of it back or
I
not
feel
buy it.
like you should know taxes where you live. I already know that. Like, you're gonna buy this, it's gonna be this. Like, you know there's gonna be an extra 10% on or 7% on or whatever. Like, it's not like you go somewhere and you get surprised by it. You've been doing that for as long as you've lived in the state.
And
It doesn't
by the way,
change.
I just checked my bank account. I haven't been paid in 2 weeks also. So I'm gonna have to call them about that. But I have so much money saved up that I don't really look
Because of stimulus.
every day. No, before stimulus, I saved a lot of money last year because I didn't do anything, and
You switched over to Geico, right?
I saved a bunch of money by switching my car insurance to Geico, but then I canceled Geico because they suck, and I got another insurance.
Geico was pretty good until they dropped me for some.
Yeah, they did the same thing to Seth that they did to me.
They dropped me for absolutely no reason. And I was just, and then they wanted to charge me more to get me back on, so I switched to Progressive, and they are doing great. So highly recommend for now.
Yeah, and I'm with State Farm, and they've been good. So
State Farm wanted like double. Whenever I
Dude,
was checking,
so
they wanted like double what Progressive is wanting.
Progressive wanted more from me, and State Farm was the cheapest that I could find. I don't understand how they choose these rates. I don't get it at all. But like,
my driving record is perfect.
See, I just have no insurance, period. And
yeah,
I'm just saves me pennies.
I mean, I feel like insurance is theft. I mean, it's not really theft because so you kind of want it, right? Because when you get into an accident, like you don't want to fix your car. Like, I mean, you don't. Most people aren't gonna have that money set aside, so it's beautiful then. But the thing is, they take money from you consistently, no matter what, whether you need it or not. They take your money. But if something were to happen, they investigate for a month straight to try and find reasons not to pay you. Like, to me, it should just be, if something happens, they pay you. Like, because you've been paying them, maybe $200 a month for 5 years. They can pay out a $2,000 repair.
Like, isn't there a company that has a safe driver bonus, right? Where it's like if every is that State Farm?
Most of them have safe driver stuff now. I know Progressive does too.
Okay, because I know one's really heavily advertised on television. That if you're not in an accident,
you're in good hands.
Maybe it is Allstate. If you're accident free for X amount of months, the amount you pay is lower.
Yeah, but it's still like they've been racking up, $200 a week. I mean, a month for 5 years. It's a lot of money. Like, and then like I said, you get into an accident, instead of like taking care of you, they let you figure your own shit out for a good month or so, and then they're like, okay, we're gonna cover it and we'll get you a rental and all that stuff, instead of just taking care of it right then and there. You're paying out of pocket just to get to work. I just think it's stupid. Like, if they need to do their they pay you out, like get a rental, start fixing stuff, and then if they do their investigation, find something else, then take you to court, something like that. Pay your damn money.
Yeah.
Now I'm stressed over here. I shouldn't even looked at that until after we got off. Oh.
Funny thing is, Nick asked if you were getting paid. I'm like, well, he hadn't said anything to me, so I'm assuming yes. Anyways.
The thing is, I've been sending him my timesheets. So I don't know what that means.
And before the show, you had mentioned they're the Twitch streamer right now, Seth. Patrick.
Huh?
One of y'all, right, had talked about a streamer that's been live for a while now. What's
Ludwig. He's real popular. He's like a variety streamer. He plays all sorts of things. He does a lot of crazy stuff. I've watched him a little bit. Anyways, he's doing this thing where basically every time somebody subs, he has to stay live, I think, for like 30 seconds or a minute longer. Well, he's gotten so many subs from people that he's been live now for 2 weeks straight. So he's not allowed to get off. Now, the stipulation was, though, that he can go to sleep and everything. He just has to keep the stream live at all times. So, and it's in his room. So, but the thing is, he's doing it, and he's getting paid, but the whole reason of him doing it is that he's taking the subscribers and he's giving the money to a charity, and I forget what charity it is, but there's a charity that it's being given to. And right now, last time I checked, it was like $500 something thousand that he's made. But he lives in California, so half of that is 34% of it is being taken from Twitch, because each sub he only gets half, or whatever his cut is. And then California takes another 50% in taxes. And then he's paying his mods a ridiculous sum of money to run the stream for him, because he wants to take care of them. So he's spending a ton of money. Like they said, like upwards of like he's been giving them like $1,000 a day to mod his streams. So like he's paying them out handsomely. So they were saying at the end of it all, no matter how much he makes, he's only going to make like 6% out of that, which is still a lot. But like after he gives to the money to whatever he's giving it to, pays out his mod, pays all of his taxes and everything, he's only making like 6% for being live for 2 weeks. So like, I mean, it's still a lot of money, obviously, but it was just interesting. I'm just like, I would not. I don't know. I don't think I would want to do that. But
What?
that's just me.
I
mean,
I'd let
it's
me
for
mod.
charity. I'd go
mod
for it. I wouldn't do it
$1,000
for
a day.
fun.
Damn.
Huh?
If it's for charity, I'd do it, but I wouldn't do it for fun.
I don't think he meant it to be this long. He really never. He had booked a vacation for like a weekend vacation, and because of the stream, he actually said, "I'm leaving it live, but I'm going on this 2 day because I have to." Like I didn't expect it to go this long. I'm sorry, but like I'm not canceling everything to not go. So but apparently I think he might be back from that, or maybe it was this weekend. Anyways, but
Wait,
people
so
they're being trolled.
He left.
He left for 2 days. No, the stream's still been live the whole time.
That doesn't count. Left. Like, no, it doesn't count. If he left, it doesn't count. I'll accept sleeping because you gotta do that. But if you leave, like you just leave home with your stream going, I could be alive for a month straight. I don't care. I could just leave my camera on, let everything run, and just go about my life.
That was his only thing.
No,
so
that's not cool.
Said,
I mean, it's still for charity, so I'm not gonna hit him too hard,
But he's been live for like 2 weeks before this even happened. He never expected people to sub that many.
Then he should cancel his vacation, or you can go live from your phone. Take it with you.
No, dude, I gotta see what it says.
Nah,
it's a long.
Yeah, I'm in agreement with Seth here. I think if anyone could say, "Oh, he's been live for a year," his camera's been on, but he's been living.
It
live
just means your electricity bill's high.
Yeah.
Okay, the plan was stream 20 seconds for every new subscription. Okay. But he's gotten so many subscriptions that it's had to go for on, which is insane to think about, like that he got that many people. But
every minute 3 subs.
So he basically is like, he doesn't want to continue doing it. He's sick of it. But he didn't ever think that it would get this far. And so now he said it's only 10 seconds, and he's limiting people from gifting subs too. So like other people, like you can't just keep gifting subs because like there's whales out there. And he also has set a 31-day cap, and he will sign off no matter what. So there are 37 hours left on the clock as of 8 a.m. Wednesday morning.
There's 35 hours left.
37 hours left on the clock. Yeah. And then throughout Saturday night into Sunday morning, it now sits at roughly 11.5 hours. So maybe it'll finally stop.
Okay, so he actually has a timer, and whenever someone subs, that timer actually goes up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. So pretty crazy. I don't know. Questionable. But you could look into it more if you're interested.
I'm trying to find his stream. What was his name?
It's Ludwig, Ludwig. I'm pretty sure
it's
that's
still live, so he's not lying.
It's still live.
13 hours on it.
Is he actually there?
Yeah.
Nice. Well, as of the timing of this being recorded, that's what it is. Because
he still has 13 hours left. I mean, I feel like people are trolling him because that's like a lot of the people that watches him. He's like, Twitch Prime subs, bro. You don't even have to pay any money, and you can add to it. Just give your Twitch Prime for 1 month to him, and he's done so. There's millions of people with that. He did not think this through properly, truly.
I know Prime you get from Amazon Prime, right?
I know I have my Twitch Prime, so you're right. I should just hop on there real quick.
Let the poor guy live.
No, dude. You know, I feel like that's half of the enjoyment is like all these people that like watch Twitch all the time are like, Yes, we're gonna make Ludwig stay on forever. He's never gonna escape. I'm sure it's got to beat some record though, right? Like for somebody streaming consecutively. Although I don't know if his stream's been like because the internet and stuff gone down and he had to turn it back on, etc.
I wonder what the record would be for actually staying in front of a camera
live with.
Yeah, you're not going to bed. You're not going to use the restroom. You're not getting up to go eat.
There's only so long you can stay up without eating.
Well, and I mean a lot of streamers like you do like 12-hour, 24-hour streams. You eat on it. People bring you food.
I'm saying though, but you don't actually leave the camera.
Yeah.
People bring you stuff, and if you need to pee, well, hopefully you've got a bucket below you.
It's like from South Park when Cartman starts playing WoW for the first time.
Oh my god! Yeah.
Oh man, that episode was classic. So funny. And his mom's like, his mom is doing everything for him, and they turn into like super fat, like acne everywhere. It's so funny. Very probably offensive nowadays, but it was so funny back in the day.
Everything's offensive nowadays.
I remember James Swearingen. We were going somewhere with him, and and I watched it on his PSP back in the day because PSP was like cool back then, and he had it, and I watched that episode, and I just like it was so funny.
How much does Slim Jims pay this guy?
Is he sponsored by them?
I guess so. He's got like he's in his kitchen right now. He's got a Slim Jim like neon light. He's got a Slim Jim shirt hanging from his cabinet. He's working on 2 Slim Jim plates.
Like I'm telling you, the guy is crazy. Like I've watched his videos before. He does all sorts of stuff. I mean, he plays poker. He plays chess against professionals. He plays random normal games that everybody plays, like League and Overwatch and all sorts of stuff. Plays all these strange games. He does these things where like he goes on Amazon and he lets his chat choose what he buys on Amazon, and they like vote on it, and he has a certain amount of vetoes he's allowed, and then anything else he has to vote on it if they vote on it and they say to buy it. And so he'll go through and like they'll make him buy the dumbest things, and he just like does it. And those are YouTube videos. You can go check them out. Like I mean, all over the place. And he dates. Last time I knew, he dates Cutie Pie, who's also a really popular girl streamer.
Say PewDiePie?
Cutie, I think her name's Cutie, not Cutie Pie. Never mind.
Cutie Pie.
I can't remember her name.
Cutie Pie, yeah.
Anyways, that's another one I'm pretty sure, but I think it's I'm a Cutie Pie as a guy, and he's a League of Legends streamer. It's been around for years.
You know who PewDiePie is, right?
And PewDiePie is somebody else. Yeah.
All right.
People are just
the biggest streamer out there. At least
is he?
At least he was last year. I don't know. Most subs.
Most
views on YouTube.
100 million. I actually subbed to him, and then I unsubbed to him. I unsubbed after he made it to 100 million. I was like, I can't. I don't watch his stuff ever.
You went big. But anyways, enough about bitch. Unless we want to talk
what do you mean?
Unless
enough
we want
about
to talk
Twitch?
about me. No.
Twitch is life, dude.
I'm just. I mean, I spend a lot of time on it. Usually behind the camera, but
yeah.
I like it, but I like YouTube videos more. So usually I just watch YouTube over Twitch the majority of the time.
Interaction is fun than watching some. My opinion.
Sometimes. But it depends, I'm a nerd.
That's why there's multiple platforms. Some people like it live, some people like to watch it recorded.
Okay. Word. Understood. Yeah. We're not gonna say any more about that.
I don't know where you're taking that. I'm just talking about YouTube versus Twitch.
And Twitch is owned by Amazon, so
Yeah, he was. I think he was thinking of a different hub.
Yeah, yeah. I don't like the Twitch hub. It doesn't make enough sense to me. It could be put together better.
Actually, if any of y'all have a Reddit, go to a subreddit called Pornhub Comments. It's golden.
No, please,
Yes,
please
a
don't.
lot. Dude, it's all trolling.
Don't.
None of it's hate. No, it's just comments. There's nothing else.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like people have got to say the dumbest things on there.
Yeah, one of the comments that we'll wrap up here soon. One of the comments I think said something about, "Man, that's a really nice painting." And I was like, "Yeah, I painted that." And the guy replies back. Another guy replies back, "No, it sucked." Stuff like that. And then there's another video where in the background there's an actual Lego set. Someone comments on there, "Hey, look, it's set 347985," and then he lists the description of it. Stuff like that.
Goodness. Oh my
I love it.
goodness. Edit.
I feel like Seth would do that too.
Yeah.
Like, except with Star Wars, he sees a figurine and he's like, "That's." Then the
I
gun
don't even like Star Wars, bro.
him and Kyle, dude. We should do.
He's like the estimated value of that in mint condition.
They do know that it's actually astronomically. It blows my mind sometimes. Like if you ever get to hear them together when they talk about Star Wars, like they know the names of guns, like the
why
model
wouldn't
names of the
guns
Like,
need
who
names?
even knows that? It's interesting. I'll listen, but I can't chime in because I don't have
It's the best kind of conversation.
knowledge of the different guns in Star Wars.
Why not?
And that's just one. I haven't heard a conversation in a while about it because Kyle lives far away. But sure, I'm sure.
Even further from now, right?
Wow.
Yeah, even further. It was 8 hours before, right?
7-ish, 7.5, 8.
So maybe 15, 16 hours on.
Let me see. I haven't actually checked it, but I mean, we're all the way the hell out here.
Oh.
Let's see. Directions are 15 hours and 14 minutes.
And that's in best traffic right now.
Yeah, driving through the night.
But if you went during normal day, you probably would take longer. And then you got to add in all the stops it would take.
No stops. No stops.
My car can make it all the way in one gas tank.
Yeah, it gets incredibly good gas mileage. No, just no. What you need to do is just carry a couple of gasoline containers with you guys.
Or I could pay a refueling jet to keep
and then
hovering over me.
while you guys are driving, Patrick's out there sticking his head and arm, half his body out the window, pouring gasoline into the car to keep it going.
I'd want to see that.
I know. Okay, listen. This is the last thing we'll talk about, but this reminded me. This man used an electric car, and he went from one side of America to the other side. It took him 11,098 miles during 46 days on the road. But dude, where's the how much he spent? It's actually insane. So cheap.
It's an electric vehicle right now.
Yeah, he spent nothing to go 11,000 miles. Damn, where do they say it in this article?
11,000 miles. A lot of freaking miles.
Dude, like 45 days though. So it takes him 3 months round trip.
Can't find it anymore. Anyways, maybe this isn't even the right guy, but I swear to God, there was a guy that spent $115 to travel from one side of the state to the other.
Well, you got a week to research that, Patrick, and we'll get back with you.
Okay.
We'll follow up with you.
I read the article and I didn't save it, because I'll read a lot of random Google articles too. That's what I do in my spare time if I'm not on YouTube.
Well, it's always best to end on a cliffhanger, which I think is what we're going to do. So if you want to stay tuned for Patrick's answer, just wait.
of useless information that you'll probably never use again. But hey,
maybe if you're at some bar and they've got a trivia night, there you go.
Oh, I thought you were gonna go with like maybe when you're at some bar and you're like trying to impress a lady, you're like, oh yeah, by the way,
That's not the way to go. That's
what are you talking about? That's interesting, man.
So never take Patrick's advice on how to get a lady. Apparently,
best wingman ever.
That right
I
now.
will talk her ear off, and she can't stand me, and you just come and save the day, and you're awesome.
That is actually how you do it.
Foolproof. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
I'm just saying.
Anyway,
we'll see y'all next week. This has been the 48th episode. We're getting close to 52.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. See you guys next week.
Peace.
Later.